Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Thursday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, the sun is already starting to rise on America's Mattress Live Tower Cam, and take a look at how beautiful of a sunrise it is. You can still see the moon off in the distance here. It's going to be a great day indeed. You can expect some intermittent cloud coverage throughout the day here. We're already hanging out in those mid-50s to kick off the day. It's shaping up to be a great one indeed for the Western Slope. We got temperatures nearing the 80s, still not quite hitting them throughout the day, but by the end of the week we will be seeing that. You can expect a pretty nice day ahead. However, due to all these drier conditions this weekend, seeming pretty likely that we will be issuing a red flag warning over the weekend. More on that in a second. Right now, though, you're waking up to 54 degrees in Grand Junction. Montrose seeing 46 degrees with Paonia and Delta in those mid-40s. Nucla in the upper 40s, and then Moab and Glade Park hanging it down mostly in the lower 50s near Grand Junction's temperatures here. Over the weekend, we could be seeing a red flag warning being issued, but right now it's just a fire weather warning for Mesa County, Delta County, Montrose, and the surrounding areas here. So what that means is we got some drier air in the forecast here with higher potential to spark a fire. As you see on our road report a little bit later, we have some fire activity in Mesa County due to some controlled burns. So just keep that in mind if you're doing that today, that it could be a little bit drier out there than expected. For that bus stop forecast, getting those kiddos out the door to 52 degrees this morning and pretty nice conditions to start the day. A little bit of breezes start to kick in for the afternoon with some clouds also rolling into the region, but so too do those upper 70s. It's going to be a great one indeed for your Thursday here. Over the next 12 hours, you can expect a gradual increase in temperature where those highs in the upper 70s really start to kick off around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're going to be hanging out for a majority of the afternoon going into the evening, starting to see those 70s as early as noon today. And then the morning hours, we're hanging out in those 50s starting at 8 in the morning here today. That's going to be the trend over the next couple of days. Expected to finally hit the 80s tomorrow and then going into the 80s, continuing on until we cool back down, hopefully closer to those averages as we start next work week. We got some storms tracking to the north that we've been seeing over the last couple of days, expected to maybe nick the northwest portion of Colorado. And then tomorrow, that storm potential down to the south also beginning to expand out and develop. For that dog walking forecast, we've had Barkley hanging out with us here all week long. It's going to be a great one to take your dog out for a walk. Take a look at 1 o'clock here in those mid-70s, a little bit of breezes and clouds. Just keep in mind those allergies here, trees and that high category mold hanging out in that low section. Some traces for grasses and weeds still in that pollen outlook as well. Looking ahead, though, at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, some partly cloudy skies can be expected for the rest of your week here. And then developing into those low 80s to start the weekend. It's going to be a warm one indeed on the Western Slope. Montrose slightly cooler, hitting those 70s for the foreseeable future until we start to cool down going into next week, maybe even a little bit of moisture. All in all, folks, today it's going to be a great one.